Man, oh man. Genshin Impact CC reveals the truth of his contract. Oh, the Genshin Impact CC contract? You mean the thing that I've talked about for over 4 years and everybody says that I'm lying and everybody says that I'm coping, and then Shinya finds a leak of it on 4chan and he shows that, and then Gotcha Smack shows his contract echoing the same sentiments as the leak. 3 previous Hoyo people who were contracted, who were trying to tell you guys the truth, and then everybody says, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Well, it looks like another content creator is out here talking about the intricacies of his contract, so why don't we go ahead and talk about it, huh? But first, a word from today's sponsor, Once Human. I've got some exciting news for you today. The highly anticipated free open world mobile game of the year, Once Human, is launching this April. And trust me, as someone who's played it, you won't want to miss this. The best part, it's not pay to win, so you won't have to worry about being left behind. IGN rated Once Human Mobile an 8 out of 10, which means the game is already pulling some serious weight. And guess what? No shortcuts were taken here. The mobile version is going to replicate the original PC gameplay experience, so you get all that action anywhere, anytime, right in your pocket. So why Once Human? Well, if you like Genshin but crave something a bit more strange, the game is definitely worth checking out. It's got a massive open world in a post-apocalyptic setting. Not only do you have realistic visuals, but you get a ton of gameplay freedom. So whether you're into building huge bases, crafting items, or like me, you just want to fight all the epic monsters and bosses, there's something for everyone to enjoy. But let's not forget about the Deviation Pals. Capture these little companions to help you on your journey and raise them to become the ultimate teammates as you explore the open world of Once Human. Don't miss your chance. Head over to the Once Human game or pre-register on Google Play or the App Store now to claim exclusive gold cosmetics and enter the lucky draw. And hey, if you can't wait to play it, try it on Steam today, like I'm doing. PC players get exclusive rewards and seamlessly connect with the mobile version and launch this April. Get in there, gamers.
This Genshin CC with 190,000 subscribers has decided to quit and will not.
Let's read this here. First of all, I want to apologize deeply if I've disappointed you guys. As for my decision now, I've decided to step away from the world of Genshin Impact content creation. The main reason is that I just can't enjoy the game like I used to anymore. I used to be so excited, even made a lot of content that could attract a lot of attention, especially the most memorable one being the Face of My 1 HP Beto video. And as a result, I now have my own YouTube channel. But even though I'm stepping back from content creation, I'm not completely giving up on Genshin. I'll still play the game, and I want to express how sorry I am and how much I appreciate all your support to this day. And guess what? The day I decided to stop playing Genshin, is to celebrate their birthday. Beto, you will always be as beautiful as the day I had to say goodbye. Happy birthday, Cap. Farewell, Beto.
Make Genshin content anymore. He used to be very passionate and became famous for his 1 HP Beto video.
These videos were insane. He showed how easy the fucking game was by beating everything with 1 hit and never taking it. It was fantastic.
But now, he has moved.
I believe his name was Wallenstein. It looks like this Genshin Impact CC quit and became a Wuthering Waves CC. Very interesting.
To another game for several reasons, mainly because he doesn't.
The main reason is that I just can't enjoy the game like I used to. Yep, seen this before.
Enjoy Genshin anymore. One big problem for him was Hoyo's creator rules that restricted creators from post.
At the time, I was invited to be part of a program, but I refused. Why? There was an agreement that required the channel not to post other games' content. And I don't like if that's how it works.
Content about other games. This made him feel restricted, stopping him from being creative and exploring other games. On the other hand, the Dark Dev.
To be completely honest, the payment wasn't even that high. The Dark Dev was willing to pay me per patch while giving full creative freedom. I could make any content I wanted and post other games too, no problem. But this one, paying less than shit and still daring to restrict creators from posting other games. The Dark Dev, by the way, is Wuthering Waves. Yeah. That's the other game, by the way.
Paid him more and allowed him to post any other game he wanted. And to make things worse, after he rejects Hoyo's offer, one of the staff even asks.
The funny part is, one of the staff responded by saying, "Cac, don't you want to create another channel just for our game? Do you think they think making a channel is that easy?" Yes, they do.
Him to make a new channel just for Genshin, which is crazy because making a new channel is not easy. He also said that Genshin doesn't add enough QOL updates.
The game is always the same, lacks quality of life updates, never listens to player complaints, and on top of that, they're stingy. Awak!
Never listens to player feedback and is too stingy. Even though he quit the content, he will still play Genshin. But he might only return making Genshin content when Snezhnaya is released.
Sure.
Right now, he is focusing on Wuwa and some new gacha games. What do you think about this?
So why don't we go ahead and break this down? So first of all, another creator echoing the sentiments about how horrible of a business practice that Genshin devs treat their creators, okay? And this is important. And the reason why it is important is because there are so many creators that people go on Twitch, go on YouTube to watch, who are saying, oh my God, look at how much fun they're having. Guys, I really hate to inform you, they would not nearly be laughing, smiling, giggling, streaming if their pockets were not being lined playing that fucking game relentlessly. So you guys got to understand, this joy isn't genuine. It is a bunch of fraudulent phonies lining their pockets with deal after deal after deal. Okay? This is something that I've been trying to make it very, very abundantly clear. And the reason why that is because I believe in a thing called a free market. Now, what is a free market? A free market is where the consumers are able to advertise for or against any product when it comes out. And so what does that mean? I don't like when there are Genshin creators that feign positivity, that say everything is fine and weaponize and bring forth a assembly, a conglomerate of people who are willing to slop up any negative malpractice this game has because their figurehead is financially incentivized to do so. I think that's very bad. I believe in honest reviews. I believe in fair critiques. That's why I've been so critical on creators in the past who say things like, this live stream was insane, when we all know it was fucking dog shit. This new update's amazing. Wow. Oh yeah, the Mount Vika and Sitlali banner, oh, it's not really that big of a deal. The reason why I have to right these wrongs is because I once believed that Genshin Impact could salvage the cesspool of retards that occupy its space, majority at the front, that people blindly believe without fact-checking anything that it is they're saying. There's a reason why these people aren't going on stream reacting to these videos. There's a reason why these people are going on stream not talking about any of the issues, because they know that Hoyo is very quick to cut connections. They cut connections very quickly with me. They cut connections very quickly with MTash, and the list goes on and on. They know one bad take that is on Twitter, of all platforms, by the way, or YouTube, could severely f them. Now, Twitch, you're pretty much safe there, to be completely honest. They're probably not going to check your bots. Twitter's also the same, but on YouTube, you make one YouTube video criticizing their game, that could be enough for you to lose your contract. Very, very, very not a good look. You could lose your benefits of the frequent sponsorships. You could lose your access to the early access creator program server, to where guide makers especially can go and get their videos out early, which gives them a very significant lead over the other creators. But it's just not good as a whole to understand that the people who are in charge of being leaders of this community, the people who are in charge of giving honest feedback, are not doing so because, well, $100 extra in my pocket sure does sound nice. Now let's continue here.
Famous for his 1 HP reasons, mainly because he doesn't enjoy Genshin anymore.
I think we can all agree that Genshin has been heading in a very bad direction. Sure, the cutscenes are getting better. However, the depth of the dialogue options are becoming more and more static. The plot isn't making any sense. And the immersion in the world building is an all-time low. Natlan, being the nation of war, is paraded by people in roller skates, cybertech, motorcycles, pianos. It makes no fucking sense. Let's read this here. There was an agreement that requires not to post other games' content. This is very important because a lot of people on the internet were denying that this claim had any validity to it. This is another person. This now makes, by the way, just to let you know, over 14 different people who are all echoing the same sentiments who are coming out of this contract. At this point, if you are denying this still, you are as dumb as the creators that you watch. There's a reason why I'm also worrying less and less and less about Genshin creators, because I know these people will be stuck in this category forever. And they better be sucking DeWay's dick, praying to God that there is a plan for Genshin Impact 2, or they are going to fall off harder than your mother's pants before I f her.
From posting content about other...
Because when Genshin's dead, they will also be dead. These people's careers are on a ticking time bomb. And when the game is irrelevant, so too will they be.
Games. This made him feel restricted, stopping him from being
There's
creative
more.
And exploring other games.
Absolutely.
On the other hand,
it's very important that creators play a multitude of games, because just because something seems fine here doesn't mean that it's fine in general. I want to give you an example. If someone were to be alive and all they were doing was eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich every single day, they would say that it's amazing, because that's what it is, that's what they know.
Less than 3.
But a person who has eaten a peanut butter jelly sandwich, had a filet mignon, had shrimp Alfredo, had ice cream, had popsicles, had desserts, had breakfast, had lunch, had dinners, when you have more of a depth of pool of referencing and examples that you can reference to, then your opinion becomes more complete. Obviously, a person who only plays Genshin is going to think that Genshin is good. But when a creator has played Arknights, Ulala, Sinnoh Alice, Summoner's War, Epic 7, Zelda Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Limbus Company, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, Wuthering Waves, the list goes on and on, they will be able to provide you with more accurate, more appropriate feedback on that one product because they are going to know what it was sampled from, what it was based off of, what it was trying to be, and how its competitors are performing in that same regard. That is why it is very important to have a more complete opinion.
Dark Dev paid him more and allowed him to post any other game he wanted. And to make things worse,
also, devs that say you can't play other shit are a joke. And it's nice because I've already revealed a part of the Wuthering Waves contract, which actually has an addendum of which I've stated it before, which is Wuthering Waves actually has a part in their sponsorships where it says you can talk about any game that you want. If referencing Genshin, we ask you to not speak negatively of it, meaning that you can compare the two games as long as you do so in a respectful and kind way, which is the way that competition should be handled, okay? Whereas Genshin likes to handle things by saying things like, well, you're not allowed to talk about any other game whatsoever, which I believe is fucking bullshit.
worse, after he rejects Hoyo's offer, one of the staff even asks him to make a new channel just for Genshin, which is crazy because making a new channel is not easy. He also said
they don't understand how the business works. They don't understand how content creation works. They do not respect you. They do not respect your time. And it is a absolute joke. Once again, Genshin got so fucking lucky that COVID blew up this fucking game. And now a lot of creators' their livelihoods depend on it because, well, they're honestly too dumb to understand that if you blow up in one game, you can probably blow up in several, unless you're just a charisma vacuum, which there are some creators. Like, for example, Zajeff is fucked. Like Zajeff needs to stay in Genshin. He will succeed nowhere else. He is a charisma vacuum. The guy is dumb as fuck. He's one of the ugliest people I've ever seen. And the guy has as much talent as a paper fucking bag. I would be embarrassed if I woke up and I was that guy. Yeah, that guy should absolutely stay in Genshin and play with Klee in the heat all day. Like, I'm sure he greatly enjoys. Yeah, guy's a dumb fuck retard. Let's continue.
that Genshin doesn't add
and also no other community wants him. Absolutely not. He can stay there being Ziox's bitch boy for the rest of his life, and hopefully he catches a raid every now and then. Otherwise, he'll get no viewers. If you want to ask me why I just went so hard on Zajeff, because he is a guy who goes on Twitter and weaponizes false allegations and rape accusations against innocent men because he wants to fulfill his agenda of taking down people in the content creation space who hurt his little feelings. Those same people who he has been backseating their life for over 4 years. Embarrassing, pathetic excuse of an individual, and all misfortune that comes his way is absolutely deserved, and I mean that on everything.
Enough QOL updates, never listens to player feedback, and is too stingy. Even though he quit the content, he will still play Genshin. But he might only return making Genshin content when Snezhnaya is released, right?
And here's the great thing. A lot of people say, well, maybe when Snezhnaya releases, we'll get back into the game. But what these Hoyo creators fail to understand is that due to leaks, the rumor is that Snezhnaya was actually pushed back by a year or two. So we might not be getting Snezhnaya in 2025. We might be getting it in 2026 or even 2027. And me personally, do I want to wait all that time? No, absolutely not. And you want to know why they're doing that? Because they have no idea what the fuck to do. Because they know when they get to the end, they're fucked. It's over. Their cash cow is gone. One day it will say Genshin Impact has ended its terms of service. It will. It will say end of service. And all this time you will realize you played a game that went nowhere. The ending will be lackluster. It will suck balls and you will feel empty believing in a game that never believed in its player base. And the want to know why that is? Because the feedback and the criticism that we give them in mass, they do not give a fuck about. So let me ask you a question once again in 2025. Why the fuck are you still playing Genshin Impact? It's my opinion. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.